Now, today I am not dialed up, my hair not combed, but I had to get this video out because I'm so sick and tired of all these people running around in hysteria because Trump is in power and then spreading lies about Obama because you wanted somebody else other than Trump or Hillary to win. You simply are spreading lies. But let me start by putting this disclaimer. I'm so upset about this subject that you might have a curse word or two come out of me today. But I am gonna get this point across. And then my sister, she had the most wonderful comment on my previous video about this election about why it is that most people don't run for positions or get the people out, because most people don't have the background that would stand up to the test of the public scrutiny, and so they're cowards living in fear. Got skeletons in your closet you scared somebody gonna dig up. How about not having skeletons? How about being a quality person and not accumulate skeletons in your closet that somebody can dig up and keep you from out of office? My sister was 100% right, but she was also wrong because she came on there and she was critical about how long my video was. Well, here, I'm just sharing this statistic with you. YouTube measures statistics on videos, how long you can hold your audience attention in your video. And this is what I study. I don't listen to what people say. So when my sister said I should cut the video down to 20 minutes, this is the 20-minute mark. And it took a dip. And that dip is only a representative of the people who came on my video and saw my face and thought I was going to do something salacious, something entertaining, shaking ass. And they fell off. Then the ones who decided to hang in there a little bit longer and get some knowledge, they found out I was a real sister and really was kicking some real knowledge. And this statistic continued to go up until the above high average, almost high level, which is astronomically impossible to do most of the time on YouTube videos. So who wrong and who right about how long my videos should be? If you are so damn attentionally challenged, and I got ADD and actually take medicine for it, that you can't hang in there to get some knowledge, shame on you. Shame on you. One reason why we don't know what we need to know about this government so we don't get elected officials in there that's fooled is that we just don't pick up the damn books and read. We don't get on the internet and research and open up your eyes and read. The most important legislation with all you conscious brothers, and now I'm going to call you conscious coons out there talking about what Obama did not do for you, you sound like a damn fool when this right here is the American Recovery Reinvestment Act of 2009 that took a whole lot of people to pass. When a bill is introduced into the Congress, all those senators and representatives have to agree on the bill. And that takes months, sometimes years. So this law was on the tables before Obama even came in. This was just happened to be one of the bills because it takes months and years to get a bill written up and presented to the Congress to even debate about. So when Obama got into office, he signed this bill into law, which took getting people to agree across different party lines, races. It's Indian people, it's all kinds of races and stuff who participated in getting this law passed. And this is one of the most important pieces of legislation that got through under Obama's watch. Hillary didn't do this. Hillary was just one of the representatives in Congress. Obama had to convince all the people in Congress to go along with this bill. And now it's law, and it has been law since 2009. And so therefore, if your local legislature is not enforcing the law, they breaking the law by not making this act happen. They breaking the law. And you can get them impeached. Y'all be sitting on your ass watching Tariq Nasheed and Boyce Watkins talking about get wealthy. Here is some shit you can do for free. You can go down to your local government and that idiot that's in there hollering racism all the time, racist words and misogynistic, if you can find a law that he's breaking, you can impeach him. If that person who he grabbed the coochie on, if he do it while he in office, he done broke the law. And you could get him impeached. And it don't take no courts and a whole bunch of other people to get involved to get the process started. The people that's in the government positions that control impeachment cannot even start the process until one of you American citizens go in there and file this form. This is a form to start the process of impeachment. I got it off a website and it gives you all the instructions to what to do. And it's just one form. It's not tons and tons of paperwork to deal with. One little paper form where you put in today's date, your name, your address, the area where you reside, and the name of the official government personnel that's abusing his power. Because if he's not making this law happen, this law right here, that's law, he is breaking the law. And I'm going to keep explaining just how important this piece of legislation is by using me directly. I'm a black person. I benefited from this law. Stop saying Obama didn't do nothing for black people. I'm one of the people it benefited by. Anyway, back to this form. You put in the name of the person that's abusing the power, the title, his title, it could be Congress, Senator, House of Representatives, State's Attorney, whoever it is, the police officer, the district officer, the judges, whoever it is that's doing something to break the law, go down there and start an impeachment process. Then what you do, they give you a space. You can do this all online. They give you a space to type out what law he break. I suggest you go to the law of your local government, and each government has it. Each state has a website that has the actual law. Get the actual law out that particular official broke. Tell them when and where and how they broke it, and that will launch the investigation for the person in question. You don't like who's in office, get them motherfuckers out. You can get them impeached. Here's a cover letter. They do the whole thing for you. A website you can go to. Got it all done and ready for you. A letter with the exact words you need to say. This is the petition cover letter. You have to get people to petition, and you can do that on change.org. That's how the net neutrality law got on the books, where corporations couldn't take over the internet like Comcast and Time Warner, that the internet guaranteed to be free access to all. Somebody went on change.org and got enough signatures digitally. That means you don't even have to go door to door. On your Facebook, you can collect up enough friends from your Facebook or your Snapchat or whatever, Twitter, and get some people to sign your petition to get these motherfuckers out. I'm tired of black people complaining about who's in, and you won't even use the power you have to get the ones out. Shit. I'm tired of arguing with motherfuckers who, when I come on there and tell them the truth, they coming into me with some more shit. It's not gonna be no perfect president. Not even Trump. I'm not scared of Trump. If Trump ain't doing his job and then he ain't enforcing this law, this important piece of legislation that both parties, Democrats and Republicans, agreed to and signed into law, then his motherfucking ass got to go. He need to be impeached. He need to be impeached. Those are just two of the things you can do. You can impeach an elected official. They elected. They work for you. They public servants. They work for you. But y'all let them do the work because you don't get involved in your government. You don't get involved in your government. You get on here on YouTube and talk shit with Tariq Nasheed and Boyce Watkins and ain't doing nothing about the goddamn problem. Nothing. Here I am. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you solutions. Solutions. Here are solutions. Go look up the law. Read the law for yourself. Read it beginning to end. That's y'all biggest problem. Motherfuckers don't want to read. They want shit spoon-fed to them. Buy my package $19.99 when you could go on the internet for free to the government website and find out about the law. Now here's the real facts. Obama, while under his watch, the U.S. trade deficit shrunk by 24%. Exports have grown faster than any other imports. That's where we need to be. And I think Trump is the right guy for that. He's going to cut off all them jobs going out overseas. And I'm going to prove to you that the government got jobs waiting for you to walk in the door, and you don't have to have nothing more than a high school diploma. The reason why you ain't employed right now with all these jobs available is because you didn't go to class and get a GED or high school diploma. Because anybody with a GED or high school diploma can walk into these jobs that this law, by your legislation, your government passed, they can walk into these jobs. Lucrative jobs that will feed your family and get you off of welfare and provide for your family for years to come just by gaining that skill. Now they're not going to let no McDonald's motherfucker and hamburger flipping motherfucker up in these jobs. You gotta learn, you gotta know how to read and write. And in these particular jobs, you need to have math and electricity. In other words, you need to at least be able to know that you don't touch a red wire to a black wire. But beyond that, everything you learn about this job is on the job, because there's that many jobs available that need to be filled, and the government can't keep up. The government can't hold your hand on this shit. Go down and get some of these jobs. Go down to the light company. Go online. That's what I did. I went to the light company, found out the jobs really do exist. I was like, I'll be damned. They really are there. It's open season. All the other jobs that was listed on my light companies as careers to go after in the light company, they had a time period. It was a job opening for a secretary. It came on in September, and the close date was October for that job. But the only job that was listed that had open season, there is no closing period, it's engineers. And I know when people see that term, I wish that my parents wasn't from the South and only had a third grade education, because then they would have encouraged me to be an engineer. They would have known to do that. Engineers is people who have electronics background, and certainly I have an electronics background, having built computers for 20 years. I don't even have to take no additional class to walk into one of these jobs teaching you new technology for energy, so that we can stop being over in these other countries bombing them up to hold on to oil. We don't need oil. We need to build more windmills and solar panels. And the government wanted so bad. It wanted so bad to happen that it passed in this act in 2009. And y'all problem is you waste too much goddamn time on YouTube arguing and debating this shit out. Go get one of them engineer jobs at your local light company that the government is begging you to get in. If you already got an associate degree, I got a degree already. Computer science. I already have an associate's in computer science. That automatically qualifies me for those jobs. If I wasn't disabled, I would be putting all y'all motherfuckers to shame. Walking into that $35,000 a year entry level paying job, and that if you got a degree, you could get the $60,000 paying jobs with absolutely no long-term additional training, because it all comes to you on the job. They can't build schools quick enough to train people because the jobs are so needed so bad that they willing. Matter of fact, I kept doing my research. Well, what about disabled people? How can we get in on this? You veterans get first preferential treatment, and you can get in on this by going to a online class. So that even means if your legs is blowed up, you only got one arm, but you can use your hand with the other hand with that computer. You can go in there and take the electric class. 5 weekends. That's the way it is here in my local area. 5 weekends, and get your certificate to go down there and get one of them engineer jobs. And all the engineer jobs is not being out there actually building the solar panels or the windmills. Some of them is just people monitoring the electricity or energy that it generates. That don't take you being on site. You can do that from your computer. They monitor those things computer-wise. So you, with no legs and no arms and burnt up in the face, and you sacrificed your life for this country and came back here, couldn't get a job, and you seeing these politicians fighting over bullshit. Who gives a fuck how many pussies Trump grabbed? Because y'all got the smoke screen and y'all missed this. While under Obama's watch, he passed a law to guarantee this whole country goes green. And the reason why we need to go green is because the other countries don't give a fuck about us. And God ain't gonna bless America when you keep on messing with other countries and you kill their mama and you kill their daddy and you maim our own soldiers and bring them back and don't give them no jobs. God ain't gonna bless you for that. And what you gonna do is end up stirring up something with other countries out there to whereas we gonna experience the first war on American soil. God been blessing America for a long time, being patient with us while we deal with racism and slavery. And he keep giving us a chance to atone and change our ways and quit making this a black thing, a white thing. This is not black or white. Everybody, purple, white, black, or green, can go and get one of these engineered jobs that the government is basically giving away for free that you don't have to go to school for years. You can start a whole new career just by knowing a little math and a little electricity. And when I mean little electricity, you just need to know basic things about electricity, like red, black cables don't go together. You'll start a fire. Y'all make shit harder than what it is. No, we don't need to send no more money to Boyce Watkins to figure out how to solve this problem. You can figure out how to solve some of these problems on yourself, on your own, by just picking up a goddamn book and read. I stopped going into hysteria about Donald Trump when I finally picked up a book I read about him. I read about his book about his being in a business. Then I read about his favorite book, Power of Positive Thinking. Me and my son can't put the power of positive thinking down. And Donald Trump, he was molded and shaped by that book because the author of that book is a well-respected Christian minister who people like T.D. Jakes, Oprah Winfrey, all kinds of upward echelon people in the spiritual world know who this guy who wrote The Power of Positive Thinking. And Trump used to sit up in his sermons way after the sermon was over, just mesmerized by this man. Yeah, he's a buffoon. How many of y'all perfect? You couldn't even stand up to the presidential chest because you got so many skeletons in your closet that somebody could call you out on and tear your career down. Donald Trump, if you read his story and watch the History Channel, his bibliography about him, Donald Trump is a square. He don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't do drugs. He's a workaholic. He just work. Because he loved building buildings. That's his passion. But he done made all the money he could possibly make and he don't have any more goals. You lose a will to live if you stop having goals and having hopes and dreams. And Donald, what he wants, he hopes to be the best, greatest president we ever had. He know he not the brightest one, but he know that he has a brilliance in building teams. That's why his apprentice show was so popular. Everybody have a different set of brilliance. Trump scored the lowest on IQ tests. When I looked up who's the smartest president, President Obama was up there in the top 10. Trump was way down there next to Bush's. The Bushes had the lowest. But everybody's gift and genius is not come in the form of a mathematical, logical test, IQ test. Some people's brilliance is building buildings, having visions, reading floor plans, blueprints. Some people's genius is that. And that's clear because he got Trump Tower. And that Trump Tower hires a lot of people, employs a lot of people. And even the ones who was coming on there, well, he ain't doing his employees right. At least he got employees. Half of y'all motherfuckers that's talking shit about what he don't have, you ain't even got a business or a job to be complaining about him. Go get you one of these engineer jobs that they are waiting for you to pick just plumb for the picking. And I've been watching this for years. These jobs go unfilled for years. The other jobs that go unfilled all the time in my field is being bilingual. You can basically write your script and destiny if you learn another language. You don't even have to get a new skill. Just be bilingual. America is the dumbest country in the world just because we think of English is the only language. Now, back to Obama's numbers. The number of immigrants in the U.S. legally has gone down. That's a good thing. That affects black people. And I'm one of them. Because my story is, down crook in Vietnam sold out people's social security numbers, committing fraud, sending it to the highest bidder. He didn't care where they went, and some immigrants worked on my social security number in 2000. Some illegal immigrants. They didn't come in here illegally. All the rest of us, whether you're the slave or the slave owner, y'all came across in a big ass boat. You didn't come from Canada because they ain't got issues where they being oppressed and they running across that border to come into America because they got their own system and their government running just fine. But in Mexico, that ain't the same deal. And we should be the haven for oppressed people to come and run. But they shouldn't come in here illegally and be able to work on my social security number to whereas my sister who took care of my son that same year, and I gave her permission to have the tax credit because you can do that she took care of out of her pocket, she deserved to have that tax credit. Couldn't get it because some damn asshole in Vietnam damn mind the government, which the government got to step up technology-wise. These other countries ain't playing, and y'all staying dumb and ignorant about technology. Shouldn't be no Vietnamese be able to break it to the government records, because I don't play that. I don't put my damn social security number on none of this bullshit on the internet. They got that shit from the government. They done broke into the government and got all these people identity. I'm a victim of identity theft. Yes, hell yeah, you need to close them goddamn borders. But it's a shame. Those internment camps, y'all putting people in panic. Oh, they building internment camps? They should. They should have the camps for those people who are running for their lives from oppressed countries, and then you should be able to help them uplift. Have them become legal aliens by learning enough English to know the Constitution, getting a number where the government can document your ass and you don't need my social security number to work, and become legal like all the other damn immigrants who come in here legally. It's the illegal aliens. That's the problem. Ain't nobody trying to tear people's families apart. Make the illegals go through the proper process. But y'all half-ass doing that. Them poor families who done ran from that country, from their oppression and depressed economies, they coming to this country like we all did, looking for a better way and a brighter future. They stuck in these camps at the border where the government is treating them inhumane, half feeding them. How you gonna hold the people in confinement? You won't even feed them. They hungry. It's cramped quarters like they did in Katrina. All the people piled up on top of each other. Would you like to live like that? And your only crime is you just want to get away from an oppressive and ruthless and economically depressed country? Huh? Really? What we need to do is hold the government accountable and step up those containment or internment or camps so that those people who are trying to get in can get in legally in a humane way, because the process is going to take time, because we know we don't want the criminals in. The criminals fucked up my account. And then when matters couldn't get worse enough, my same sister and brother sent me a $500 investment into whatever I wanted to. I put it in my savings account. I had put it there looking for brighter days of starting my website. My bank account got wiped out due to this illegal alien working on my number that I had to go to Social Security to prove my identity, prove the mistake, and my bank taxed me $20 for the favor. And I protested that too. How dare you charge me $20 for something that wasn't even legal to do? Yes, illegal aliens affect black people. I'm one of them. This my face. I'm putting a face on it. Other thing he did, according to an independent study, the economy added 7 million jobs. That's those engineering jobs I'm talking about. Anything to do with energy, you got a job. Anything. It's open season. They want you to have those jobs. Because we need every roof in America with a solar panel on their roof. Because we paying too much money for electricity now. The monopolies of ComEd is eating you alive. So old people like me spending half of their Social Security check to keep the lights and the gas on. I got a video up on YouTube showing how I went without gas from June to November because all the light heat programs were used up the funds. They was used up. It wasn't enough. And it was budget cuts going through the Bush administration. And that's the end result. Wasn't no light heat program. This bill right here made it so that that's a permanent thing. That low-income people, energy systems can get assistance, the PIP program. If you don't know about the PIP program, call your local light company and say, I want to be in the PIP program. The PIP program helped me get my gas bill down to $50 so that now this winter I'm not stressing out that I'm not going to have heat in a cold-ass town. That's this bill. That help black people. Obama is not the president of black people. He's president of the U.S. of A. This helps everybody of every fucking color. Damn, this shit get me mad. He increased the buying power of the average worker's weekly paycheck by 4.2%. And if you go look at the bill, he actually it's actually law illegal for a man and a woman to do the same job and don't get equal pay. That's this legislature. Excuse me. I'm getting tongue-tied. I need some water. That's Obama. That's under Obama watch. Some of you who lost your job this year and was collecting unemployment, that's this act. You got a couple of checks extra that you wasn't going to get Had it not come down, this stimulus package had not come down the pipe and got signed into law. Corporate profits went up 144% higher and stock prices soared. Stock prices soared under Obama's watch, and I believe that's the reason why Donald wanted to get in. Donald knows something about stocks. He want to get in while the getting is good, because stock prices are up. So Boyce Watkins is right. You need to be investing in some stocks. Quit waiting for your president to do everything. He's not a savior. Obama's not your savior. Obama don't owe nothing to you specifically for black people just because he's black. He's a president of the United States of all people. So he has to pass laws that help all people, not just black people. You got some hidden agendas that's black specific. Make your own organization, your own parties. And get here and participate in your local government so that officers don't walk in without nobody even getting a chance to vote for them one way or the other. How about that? The federal debt doubled. Well, one reason why the federal debt doubled because they pumped $931 billion into this bill, helping old people, veterans, people who got kids they need child care. People used to then qualify for earned income tax if they didn't earn enough to pay taxes. That's all the McDonald's workers working for minimum wage, and when they do their taxes, they don't even owe taxes because their wages are so low. They couldn't get the tax credit. You had to owe taxes to get the tax credit. Now people with low incomes that work at Walmart or McDonald's can actually get the earned income credit from the government. That helps black people. That helps all people. The deficit went down lower than any other point in history since Bush. However, it's growing again, and part of why it's growing is because not enough of you motherfuckers went in here and took advantage of some of this money and got some of these jobs so that once you got a job paying you $35,000 a year, you could start spending and buying in Walmart and raise the economy. That's how that works. That's the law of economy. When you got a good job, you making money, you go and spend. And when you spend, you boost the economy. Go get one of these damn engineering jobs and quit talking shit on YouTube. The number of people lacking health insurance has gone down by nearly 15 million. 15 million. So yeah, that explains why all those people that came on here, the black people, was passionate about keeping Obamacare, because the first time they finally got insurance. Obamacare sucks for me individually for the things that I particularly need, but it did benefit a lot of people so well that they want to keep it in place. And guess what? Donald Trump wants to keep it in place too. He just want to change some parts about it, and some parts of it can't be changed. It should be criminal, because I got a TENS unit because I couldn't get to see a specialist. I started coming up with treatments for myself. I knew that in physical therapy, I could use this TENS unit for pain. It actually is pain relief. Now they sell them over the counter. But when I was doing it, I could only get it under medical. Now you can get that. But what's criminal about our insurance company, I knew that I could go right here to this store, medical supply store, and get that unit for $320. Well, when I got the prescription from my primary care physician, they said I had to go to the physical therapist to get the unit. I felt like I should have been able to go to any place where, especially if Medicare approved it, and get Medicare to pay for it. No, they wanted me to go to the therapist, so that same TENS unit will cost the government $795 just for a therapist to show me how to put some stickers on my shoulder. That's what's ridiculous in robbing your medical system, the waste and the fraud. And then you don't read stuff for yourself. I didn't just take the word of the law, because this is the actual law. I wanted to see if this is really real in my community. And by golly, by golly, by golly, wow. By golly, wow. By golly, wow, I'll be damned if it ain't true. Where's my paper? The jobs is so abundant that they can't be filled. They can't be filled because they don't have enough qualified people to fill them. Go get yourself qualified. That's what need to be done. Here, right here, my local light company, you got a list of positions. And these positions, I know you can't see it. That's why I wish I had Camtasia. I'll be bringing you more of these educational videos with more, entertaining, stimulating, whatever, music, whatever, with them. But I'm just trying to get the real right now and get the real deal out. So the jobs listed in the light company go from cashier, engineering technician 3, engineering technician 5, and supervisor for the electric distribution engineering. All of these have an expiration date. The deadline, one is the 11th, 18th, November 18th. One is November 24th. One is November 26th. But for engineers, I don't know if you can see that. It says open-ended. That means these jobs never expire. They need engineers so bad, the government don't know what to do. This is the actual website for my electric company, and it said we are trying to get exceptional engineers of all levels. All levels mean entry level too. You don't have to have experience. So stop telling that lie. It's a lie. We're seeking all exceptional engineers at all levels to perform electrical, mechanical, chemical, civil, and computer engineering duties throughout the facilities and electric transmission and distribution. It's the engineering jobs that the government gave you in your lap that you're not going after. Because this been in place since 2009. Why is it still all these openings left? And this is just in my local company, this local power company. This bill applies to everybody across the 50 U.S. states. If you can't find these jobs by just going to your local company's light company website, then go into your local government unemployment office. The jobs are going to be there. I guarantee you, I went and did it for myself. They are there. And I'm just going to give you for one example. I said, well, what can you do if you get training to do solar panels? Here, right here, you could become a solar panel installation technician and make, this is the private companies, and make $60,000 a year. You don't believe me? Learning how to install solar panels. I'm so angry and upset this stuff been sitting around, and me, I'm qualified for them because I have a 2-year degree in the electronics field, computer specialist. So I don't have to get no new training but in electricity. And if I was young and had my health and wealth, I'd be snatching up this job because I would be learning how to build solar power panels and wind tunnels, windmill turbines. And so what's the starting pay for a windmill turbine or a solar see, they make the word so long and complicated. A lot of y'all don't go after this job because you're intimidated. Your low self-esteem say, solar photovoltaic installers, what's that? You just pass that job right by. But here you can make, this is the median average income you can make is $37 entry level, $18 per hour. And you don't need nothing but a high school diploma or equivalent. You don't need nothing else to walk into a job building solar panels. Stop playing with me. These jobs is in America. This is not overseas, and that's what Donald Trump want to stop. He want to stop this shit from going over the seas. So I support him on that. Okay, now, if you got a little bit more than a high school diploma and you like me, you got some college. This one say you don't even have to have the actual degree. So you could have dropped out, but just having a little college. If your college, the college experience you had, just have a little mathematics and a little electricity, you in. And you can walk right into a $55,000, $51,000 paying job a year. $24 an hour. And you don't have to have, you see what it says? See what it says? See, I can't bring this on the screen clear. It says you don't have to have no work experience. Work experience in related occupations. No. You don't need any work experience. Work experience in related occupation. No. All you have to do is go down there and get these jobs. And what they provide when you go get that job, long-term, on-the-job training. Once you get into these jobs, you could be making $55,000. And here is the government projecting the outlook for these kind of jobs to increase by 108%. There is no other category of jobs that's moving faster. If everybody in your neighborhood don't have solar panels on their house, you need to be going down to your government and ask why. Because they passed the law and put the money in place to do it. They backed it up with the money. It wasn't just a promise, it's law. And they actually put money behind it. Right here in my local government, I can just walk into that job by taking 5 courses. 5 courses. 5 weekends. That's what I say. All you gotta need to give up is 5 weekends. 5 weekends and I'm in. And I can do the whole thing online. I ain't even gotta leave my house and be able to walk into one of these $60,000 a year jobs. Ooh, baby, if I was young. I'ma still keep looking. Because I'm going to find that position that don't require me to physically build the solar panels. But, oh, yes, I'm going after some of these entry-level jobs that don't require no then pass a high school diploma and making $37,000 a year. Yes, that's what Boyce Watkins and Tariq Nasheed need to be telling you. Tell your young men that's sitting around there slinging crack in the neighborhood that you can spend 5 hours in your local urban league. Go to Job Corps. Go to Job Corps for 6 weeks. Well, I think the minimum you got to stay there is 6 months, but 6 months and take you electric class. And you can walk out of Job Corps and walk right into a $35,000 a year paying job. And they're going to give you all the rest of what you need to know for the job, on the job training. And you veterans, you on a pity party, you can't find no jobs because this disrespectful country don't know how to treat you when you come out after sacrificing your life and limbs for this country, and they still disrespect you, discriminating you because you're a black man. Take your ass down there, black man, and get one of these engineering jobs. Because of all the people who qualify for these jobs, the veterans get preferential treatment. So that even if 10 young men went down there who got that college degree already, and you come in there and you ain't got no college degree, you only got your high school diploma, you gonna trump their ass because you a veteran. And here is a website called Solar Ready Vets. The whole entire website is dedicated to helping you get trained up for one of those engineering jobs that the government just gave away. You're not going to run out of work. If everybody in America get hired, they still going to have work because they're trying to get green all over the country to save the earth. It's global. You tired of America? You hate Trump and Hillary? Go and get one of these engineering jobs and lead the country. Go build windmills in Africa or any other exotic place where they all trying to get free of energy, because you do know if we get in a war, the first thing the enemy going to go after is our electricity to screw up our communication. That's how you assassinate somebody. That's how they got Tupac. Cut off communication. So all them big corporates, ComEd, Time Warner, Comcast, them motherfuckers going to be annihilated and you ain't going to be able to communicate. So we need all our houses being powered by the sun so that when we do get in the war, we can still cut our lights on, because the sun don't never run out of energy. I'm tired of defending Obama about the black man. He did a lot for the black man. The black man, the black veteran, the white woman, the white veteran. He's not the president for black people. He the president of the United States, which is all people. And he was part of a legislative body that passed the most important legislation in history. If you ever wonder what Obama did, that's what he did. Take that to the bank. Now I'm going to calm down, having kicked the real knowledge and the truth that the rest of these people ain't telling you. I got stuff spilled all on my shirt. But anyway, I'm finna get up out of here, go to the health club. I got my swimsuit ready. Go to the health club and soak in a sauna. Another benefit that came from that Reinforcement Act, because now insurance company, bad as Obamacare was, it was some benefits that changed for the better. And under my insurance company, Humana, they cover health clubs. So I'm finna go soak in the hot tub, relax, and get up out this stress that y'all causing me, because y'all panicking and hysterical about Trump and telling lies about what Obama didn't do for the black man. And if y'all feeling me in my channel, I want you to return to my channel so I can make a shorter video at telling y'all how to train your kids to be critical thinkers. And I promise you, when you play this game with your kids, you yourself end up benefit, because you become a critical thinker. Less conflicts are created when you critically think. More conflicts are resolved when you critically think. So I want to play a game with y'all that you can take to your 3-year-old on up to 7-year-old and play the game, and they love it. I asked my son, he's 27 years old, I said, do you remember the ICPS game? You remember the Y game? Well, that's the Y game. Why are all these people upset about this election? You shouldn't be. You should be upset with yourself, because you did not go and take the time to read the knowledge that's out there, find the jobs that's waiting for you, and do the homework you need to do on these candidates, so you didn't go throw away your vote on somebody who didn't deserve it, like all you people who went for Hillary. Use your rights, to exercise your rights to become a write-in candidate if you don't like none of the ones in there. You can't throw your vote away like that. If you write Mickey Mouse on the ballot, you're going to throw your vote away. It won't count. Do it the right way. Write in and do the proper process, and you could get your candidates of your choice in by organizing. You don't have to be secret. We don't need to be concentrated nowhere like Tulsa, Oklahoma. We need to be spread out. Some of y'all niggas need to spread out. Y'all piled up in Chicago, so these programs that come down into these communities, they don't get across to everybody because you all piled up in Chicago and on waiting lists. Spread out. Go to some of these other states, Iowa, North Dakota, that got plenty of housing, and I'm sure they can't wait for you to come and build some of them windmills and solar panels. So this country can go green and don't be vulnerable to other countries who can send drones in now. They can send drones in now and annihilate you. Because y'all done let the jobs go overseas in these little, what they call slumdog countries. They learned enough computers because they online doing your customer support. They learned enough that they could build drones now. Because y'all snoozed on that, let the jobs go overseas. So like I said, I'm finna go calm down because I'm glad I learned the ICPS. I wish that I had an audience that was willing to learn critical thinking, but I'm just gonna keep putting the videos up. If nobody pay attention, I get one person that pay attention and take the lessons that I'm teaching to heart and it benefits your life, then it was worth the effort. It was worth the effort. So I'm gonna make a new video after this one because this one is already long enough. It's teaching y'all critical thinking using the ICPS program. Most of the conflicts that we have, we can resolve them just by asking why. Why did Obama pass Obamacare? Why didn't it work? Most of the time we get into conflicts because we assume some things and never ask why. Why there aren't no jobs? Why is he saying it's a 97 increase in jobs and all these people still unemployed? Why? Well, I got the answer to why. And I'm going to teach y'all the why game. I got the answer to why by being mad at myself for not reading for my own self and finding this information out. I've been sitting on the job here and I'm right here in the local government, local company, right where the jobs are. Complaining, fussing, can't find no job. When there's jobs waiting for me, then I'm qualified for. I have a degree, 20 years experience with electronics. Surely they're gonna find a job for me in the engineering department. I might have to train them motherfuckers how to do it. Once I learn, have to train the other ones. I can't go up on poles, climb up on poles and build no wind turbines, but I certainly can help them with some math and electricity so